The 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross. We have some new updates to talk about, but as always, stay tuned until the end of this video where I'll be sharing with you how you can save on new Toyota vehicles. All right, let's get started here. So the Corolla Cross, it's going to be an entry-level SUV that sits below the RAV4, and it's supposed to compete with things like the Honda HR-V, the Mazda CX-30, and like the Volkswagen Taos, right? What I appreciate about the Corolla Cross is it actually drives very similar to the Corolla sedan slash hatchback. It's actually retained a lot of that character, and I'll talk more about that later on in the video. But for right now, let's get started with the highlights first regarding the Corolla Cross. 2026 kind of marks like a refresh year for this entry-level SUV. For instance, we have a new grille design, and it depends on whether you go with the hybrid or the gas model. And I personally like the hybrid grille the most because it looks a bit cleaner and it is color matched. So there's a more premium vibe going on with the hybrid Corolla Cross grille. And that shouldn't be surprising because it should look more premium as it does cost more than the pure gas Corolla Cross. And both the gas and the hybrid Corolla Cross, they are going to be assembled in the United States at Huntsville, Alabama. Both the hybrid and the pure gas, they get 3 trim levels each. So regarding the gas model, we have the entry-level L model, the LE, and then the XLE at the top. And all 3 of these trims are available in either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Then we have the hybrid model, which has the S trim serving as the base. Then we have the SE and the XSE at the top. And the hybrids come standard with an electronic on-demand all-wheel drive system. Personally, I do recommend going with the hybrid. But anyway, let's continue with the highlights. Regarding the exterior, the cavalry blue paint color, it comes to the Corolla Cross for the first time, and it's available on the LE and the XLE trims regarding the gas. And with the hybrid models, this Cavalry Blue, it is available with the SE and the XSE trim levels. And you can even get a 2-tone option if you want with a jet black roof on the SE and the XSE hybrid trim levels. We also get new 18-inch alloy wheels with a dark gray finish on the XLE. And if you go with the top of the line XSE hybrid model, you will be getting a black finish 18-inch alloy wheel. The final highlight, it's going to be with the interior space where we see a new console design and we get a newly available 10.5-inch infotainment screen. Again, that larger screen, it's available, not standard. Those are some of the highlights. Now, let's get into some of the details regarding this all-new 2026 Corolla Cross. Starting with the outside, all trim levels are going to receive new LED daytime running lights. Toyota claims that the interior was enhanced and the front console, it is reworked on all trim levels to maximize its usable storage space, while also providing a driver-friendly access to the gear shifter and other controls. And thankfully, we do have the physical buttons and switches for the HVAC, and it is completely separated from the infotainment screen, much like with the regular Corolla sedan slash hatchback. Great to see. And if you go with the trim level that has the wireless charging pad, Toyota has included a divider to help the phones stay in place. That is something that I was complaining about before. With certain Toyota vehicles, your phone might just slide out of the wireless phone charging pad. So hopefully this divider, it should help out with that. And if you go with a top of the line XLE trim level, Toyota has included a new Portobello interior color option, which I have to say, it does look really nice. Regarding engine options, the pure gas model, it's going to be rocking the 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine producing 169 horsepower. Once again, you can get this with either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is going to set you back an additional $1,300 for the L and the LE trims, but on the XLE, it's going to cost you around $1,500 to upgrade to the all-wheel drive. And Toyota estimates that you'll be getting about 30 mpgs combined with the all-wheel drive and around 32 mpgs combined with the front-wheel drive Corolla Cross gas model. These vehicles are just so efficient, you might even be able to beat those EPA estimates. Then we have the hybrid, which produces more power. It's got a total system output of 196 horsepower, does 0 to 60 in around 8 seconds flat, according to Toyota, which is quicker than what the gas model can do it in. And you get around 42 mpgs combined, and you get the all-wheel drive as standard with the hybrid. Personally, as mentioned before, I do like the hybrid the most. It's more powerful, you get all-wheel drive as standard, it's more efficient. There's a lot of benefits going with that hybrid setup. It just becomes a more pleasurable experience and a bit more effortless out in the streets. Now let's talk about what these individual trims have to come with. So on the gas side, the base L model, it's going to come with a 8-inch infotainment screen, a 7-inch digital gauge cluster, and you do get wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto with that 8-inch touchscreen. So that's great to see. And we also get rear HVAC vents, and you also get Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, which is good because I genuinely do like the Toyota safety tech features. You do not get blind spot monitoring or rear cross traffic alert as standard though. Anyway, you do get remote keyless entry. You get 2 front USB-C charging outlets. You get the LED headlights and taillights, and you get 17-inch steel wheels with the L trim level. Then when you move up to the LE gas model, this is when you get the blind spot monitoring with the rear cross traffic alert. And now we get the 17-inch alloy wheels along with the wireless phone charger. We now get some roof rails, the smart key with the push button start. We get a leather wrapped steering wheel. We get the automatic climate control, and we get 4 total USB-C charging ports, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And you also get the color keyed heated power outside mirrors with the turn signals. Then finally, we have the XLE trim level, which sits at the top for the gas models. Now we get the 18-inch alloy wheels with a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster screen. We now get the Softex trimmed seats, and these are now going to be 10-way power adjustable with lumbar support. And it's starting with the XLE trim. That's where you get the heated front seats as standard. We get the LED daytime running lights and fog lights. We have the rear cross traffic brake, front and rear parking assist with automatic braking, dual zone climate control, rear folding armrests with the 2 cup holders, the leather shift knob, and the tonneau cover for the back. Okay, and that's what comes standard with the gas models. We'll talk about the hybrid next, and then finally we can talk about the different packages that you can get for these various trims. Okay, so now the entry level S trim level of the hybrid. Of course, it comes standard with the electronic on-demand all-wheel drive system. We get that color-matched front grille, color-keyed rear spoiler with the door handles. We get matte black heated power outside mirrors, a 7-inch digital gauge cluster. You do get the fabric-trimmed seating. You have 6-way manual adjustable driver's seat, and we have a 4-way adjustable passenger seat. You still get the 8-inch infotainment screen, 2 USB-C ports in the front, rear HVAC vents, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, but unlike the base L model of the gas version, you actually get 17-inch alloy wheels as standard with the S trim level hybrid, no steel wheels as standard. So that's good. It's another benefit going with the entry-level hybrid. And regarding the SE and the XSE, it's very similar to the LE and XLE versions of the gas model. And as always, I'm going to have the full Toyota press release on the screen for you to check out. But on the XSE top of the line hybrid, apparently they're also throwing in the ambient lighting and the home link that's embedded into the rear view mirror, so that's cool. But now let's talk about some of the various packages that are available with the Corolla Cross. So if you want the upgraded 9-speaker JBL premium audio system, that's going to be available as a package with the top of the line XLE and the XSE. Really surprised that they're not giving that JBL audio system to us as standard for the top of the line trims. They still make you pay extra for it, but I must say it is a pretty decent audio system. Anyway, with the mid trim levels like the LE and the SE, you are able to upgrade to the 10.5-inch infotainment screen if you want. And also the moonroof does not come standard with any of these trim levels. It is a separate package for both the mid trims and for the upper trims. You either get the moonroof package for the mid trim levels, or you get something known as the convenience package on the top trims, and that's also going to incorporate the power rear liftgate. Finally, there is a cold weather package available for the mid trim levels like the LE all-wheel drive and the SE trim levels. This will allow you to get the heated steering wheel and the heated front seats. Keep in mind the LE front-wheel drive will not be able to option in the cold weather package. Regardless, these vehicles, they are on sale right now, and we do have the official pricing here from Toyota. Prices have gone up by a couple $100s compared to last year, and keep in mind the prices that I'm showing you, it does not include the destination charge of $1,450, so make sure to add that in. The base L front-wheel drive gas model, it's going to start at $24,635, and it's going to top out at $33,030 for a hybrid XSE all-wheel drive. I personally recommend going with the LE front-wheel drive for the gas version and either the SE or the base S model for the hybrid. I think that's your best value proposition, because once you start adding the all-wheel drive to the LE or the XLE, then you might actually want to consider paying up for the hybrid S or the hybrid SE, because it's not just the additional fuel efficiency that you're getting, you're also getting a more powerful hybrid powertrain. It just feels more effortless on the road. So your quality of life just naturally goes up, and you also get the benefit of getting better fuel economy, right? And I alluded to this at the beginning. I do genuinely like the way these vehicles drive. I am a Corolla enjoyer. I appreciate the way the sedan and the hatchback drives, and this Corolla Cross SUV, it has maintained that playful driving nature. So it's just really enjoyable to drive, and it's reasonably practical. For instance, the space inside, it is much better than what you would get in the Mazda CX-30. In my opinion, like, the CX-30 is genuinely pretty useless. The rear seats, I mean, even I struggle to fit back there, and I'm not even 6 feet tall. I'm close, I'm 5'11". But more importantly, the trunk space in the CX-30 is really tight, whereas with the Corolla Cross, it is much more spacious. And the rear seats, I'm able to fit in them a bit more easily in the Corolla Cross. It doesn't feel as open and as lavish as the RAV4, but then again, it's not supposed to feel that way. However, I will say the VW Taos and the HR-V Honda, they are both pretty massive regarding the interior for this class. So if you want to see what the maximum potential is regarding size for this class, it's going to be the Taos and the HR-V. But this Corolla Cross, it's fine the way that it is. I think it's an overall good package. It's not useless by any means. Toyota did a good job with this. But since you made it to the end of this video, here's how you can save on new Toyota vehicles. You can reach out to Jim. Jim is one of the largest Toyota brokers in the United States. He has partner dealerships both in Pennsylvania and in California. And this video is talking about the Corolla Cross, and yeah, there are discounts with the Corolla Cross. It's around $2,000 though, which definitely isn't bad for a Corolla product. I mean, around the country, most dealerships, especially in major cities, they're going to be going for sticker price, quite frankly. So if you live in an area where dealerships are giving you a tough time, or they're really just taking you for a loop and they're playing all of the dealership shenanigan games and all the manipulation tactics, and you're just tired of that, then definitely reach out to Jim, because he does have some of the best Toyota pricing in the country without any additional headaches or stress. And his partner dealerships even have rather low dealer dock fees as well, around like $500, whereas other dealerships might charge you like $700, $800, maybe even $1,000 for their dealer dock fees. So not bad. And on other vehicles like the Camry and the RAV4 gas models, you can do around $2,000 to $2,500 under invoice, which that is truly incredible. That's going to be nearly impossible to replicate with local Toyota dealerships. Genuinely a great discount there. And as you may or may not know, invoice price is what the dealership pays for the vehicle. So Jim is partnered with some of the largest Toyota dealerships. They are volume sellers, and they are able to sell these vehicles under invoice for things like the Camry and the RAV4 gas models. And he also has substantial discounts on things like the Grand Highlander, both the gas and the hybrid. Taco's Tundras, well under invoice, plus they lease out pretty well. Same thing with the Toyota Land Cruiser. So amazing deals and discounts on a lot of these Toyota vehicles. However, keep in mind, to access these deals, Jim does charge a broker fee. Occasionally he blends it in with the discount, but regardless, however he decides to do it, he did say that if you reach out to him and you mention my channel, he did say that he'll take some money off of his broker fee, and I really appreciate him doing that for my audience, especially if you're someone like me who lives in the Southeast and we're just in an area where people just go to dealerships and pay full sticker price, and our local dealerships are simply not incentivized to sell us vehicles at deep discounts. Then a service like Jim's is a huge blessing, because Jim also offers nationwide shipping, which shipping is something you have to pay extra for, but on some vehicles, definitely well worth it, like the trucks, the big SUVs, and even these Camrys and RAV4s. Of course, it would be ideal if you can pick it up at Pennsylvania or in California, but if you can't do it, it's fine. Shipping the car, that works too. I've done it multiple times, and many in the Southeast have also done the same. People in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, where it's difficult to get good deals, we typically ship them over and enjoy a newly discounted Toyota. So if you want to reach out to Jim, he primarily just has a phone number. You just text him. Don't call him, just text him the vehicle that you're interested in, where you're going to be registering the vehicle, what your approximate credit score is, and Jim can help get the process started for you. Not to mention, there's a lot of flexibility buying from Jim. He has multiple different connections with Toyota Financial, credit unions, so he can help get unique lease deals done or get good interest rates as well. But you can of course also pay cash for the vehicle and still get the same discount. But if you want to see Jim's reviews, you can see it on the Leasehackr forum, and he also has a massive Facebook page. You can join that and you can also see his reviews there as well. Regardless, I just wanted to share Jim with you as a resource. I am partnered with this individual. His info will be down below in the description box. If you found value with this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.